First of all, instead of being mysterious, be transparent. We talked about the benefits of being mysterious in a previous video, and that works in the spark of dating. But if you want a real relationship built to last, you've got to be transparent with your partner. But first, be transparent with yourself. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are my intentions for pursuing this relationship? What worries and concerns am I currently facing? Then ask some deeper questions. What resentment and bitterness am I experiencing? Then I encourage you to ask your significant other the hard questions. This creates an opportunity to be vulnerable. If he returns the question with no answer, give him some radical honesty so he feels safe to do the same. Openly express your thoughts and your feelings so your relationship has a foundation of transparency. As a result, more trust will develop, which will create an environment full of intimacy and love. So when you're gone for a weekend trip, he will have genuine excitement to see you as soon as you get back. Moving on to the second step, tapping into your feminine energy. In this day and age, a lot of women unconsciously reject their feminine energy. This includes women feeling a need to focus on competitive aggression and assertiveness in order to be taken seriously by their male counterparts in corporate culture, or a defense that's created after a traumatic experience, such as a sexual assault or domestic violence. This creates a deep sense of vulnerability and powerlessness, which can be associated with feminine traits, such as being nurturing or emotional, and thus reject the feminine. This is just a defense mechanism in order to feel safe. Tapping into your feminine energy may feel challenging at first, but with time and practice, it is possible. Try spending time alone, journaling, and reflecting on your feelings. Embrace your creativity and indulge in activities such as dancing, painting, or playing music. Most importantly, surround yourself with positive female role models to keep you accountable. Overall, tapping into your feminine energy requires a willingness to explore your inner self and embrace the natural strength and qualities of womanhood. The power of femininity is a magnet to masculine men. Your openness creates a natural flow of energy and attraction between you and your man. Whether it's your first date or your first anniversary, routinely tap into your feminine energy so that you will unconsciously have your man missing you with no mind games needed. Now let's talk about the third piece of advice, which requires creating an exciting life that naturally creates distance. You can build his attraction by embracing your hobbies and your passions. This creates natural space for him to long for you. Schedule activities you enjoy and experiences with your friends. Let him see your vibrant energy and be drawn to your dynamic presence. You are not reliant on him to be joyful. Instead, you spend time with him because you want to. So when he asks to hang out last minute, you have a genuine reason to turn him down. This allows you to offer another time to hang out with him so he knows you are interested in him and not playing mind games. In the meantime, he'll be thinking about you until the next date. You might be thinking, but I'm a loner and I enjoy being home with a light schedule. That's okay too, because as we talked about before, being transparent is so important for a man to know what you're all about. Let's move on to the fourth authentic way to get a man to miss you, and that is to tap into his love language. Knowing your man's love language can greatly benefit your relationship because it helps you understand how he prefers to give and receive love. There are 5 main love languages. First is words of affirmation, then quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. When you tailor your actions to what he needs instead of your own love language or what you think he needs, your man will feel more appreciation. For example, if your man's love language is acts of service, cooking his favorite meal or running errands for him may be more meaningful than saying, "I love you." For a man to miss you, it is important to pour into his needs. By devoting your time to his love language, he will think, I want to be with this person, and when they're not around, I miss them because they really know me. Now let's uncover the fifth secret to captivating his heart, which is creating unforgettable experiences together. Plan exciting experiences like new activities or travel. These shared moments create a deep emotional bond and strengthens your connection. Laugh, explore, and make memories that are uniquely yours. Create stories to reminisce about, and let the joy of these moments linger in his heart. For example, if he pays for the first date, you can surprise him with a pair of tickets to his favorite basketball game for the second date. This is a thoughtful gesture that expresses your appreciation for him treating you to the first date. When you offer to pay for a date by already having something bought, it takes away the awkwardness of assuming men pay for everything. It also shows your appreciation for the time you spend together. The special memories you build together will leave an indelible mark and make him long for the magic of those moments when you are apart. This sixth step is to bring him peace instead of stress. This seems obvious, right? But to bring a man peace, you have to know how to talk to him. It isn't what you say, it is how you say it. Express your feelings and concerns in a loving way, and be sure to catch him in a good mood for a productive conversation. It's important to patiently wait for him to finish his response, even if he says something that triggers you. Being reactive and overbearing will only shut him down, which takes away the peace he feels when he's around you. When your man feels good in your presence, why wouldn't he miss you at work or even hanging with the boys? Which leads us to our final point, which is never be afraid to walk away. All healthy relationships have boundaries, and all boundaries have consequences. It's important to stand firm and be willing to walk away from a situation that isn't working. It is important to prioritize your own well-being and not stay in a relationship out of fear of being alone, social pressure, or feeling obligated to stay. Because staying in a relationship that is not working only leads to feelings of resentment, frustration, and unhappiness. To walk away opens up opportunities for personal growth, self-discovery, and the possibility of finding a more compatible partner. When a man knows you have unwavering boundaries and that you will leave if they are broken, he will automatically show respect. This will build his longing for you, making him miss you more than ever before. Ultimately, a man's attraction towards a woman comes down to how much she loves herself. So to recap, focus on living your best life through your feminine energy. Be transparent about who you are and let him know your intentions for dating. Treat him to a planned and paid-for date and hone into his love language. And remember, the power of walking away when the relationship isn't working. This no-games, confident attitude will have your man truly missing you. So what do you think? Add in the comment section below any thoughts you have on this topic, and see you in the next video.